Hey guys, the DUP really are a joke, aren't they? They don't understand a lot of things, and immigration is certainly one of them. Not understanding something doesn't mean that you can't be against it though. So while they've been given the opportunity to ask a question, sometimes it's better to remain silent and be thought a fool than to open your mouth and remove all doubt. Here Carla Lockhart from Northern Ireland was ending any doubt that she and other DUP MPs didn't understand how immigration works when she asked a question about small boat crossings. Have a listen.
Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker. In the first 9 months, this government, we have witnessed the cruel impact of the government's decision-making on farmers, pensioners, waspy women, people who have worked all their lives, while taxpayers' money continues to fund hotel accommodation for those economic migrants arriving illegally via the Channel.
Okay, they're not staying in hotels. They cease to be hotels when asylum seekers are moved into them. See, they're not hotels. They don't have room service. They don't have menus. They don't have the same number of staff that you would normally see in a hotel. They're not free to come and go as they wish. These are not hotels. They cease to be a hotel when asylum seekers are moved into it. Now, these are not economic migrants. They're asylum seekers. Does she not understand the difference between an asylum seeker and an economic migrant? She doesn't seem to understand the difference between a hotel and what's not a hotel. And finally, the people are not in the country illegally. They're there to claim asylum. And it's not illegal to cross the channel in a small boat if your goal is to claim asylum.
My constituents in Upper Bann want to see this government put British citizens first, rather than prioritising spend on those who are arriving illegally.
Okay. Look, Upper Bann is quite far from Dover. It's quite far from where asylum seekers are being housed. Now, maybe some asylum seekers are being housed in Upper Bann. I don't know. But I think the vast majority are being housed in the area. Now, what is the Labour government doing here? What they're doing is they're trying to move people out of hotels. Because remember, Reform UK, the Tories and everyone were complaining about asylum seekers in hotels. Now, of course, they're not hotels. There were ex-hotels. But let's say for the sake of argument, they're in hotels. So these people were complaining about them being in hotels. So the Labour government is moving them out of hotels because it's cheaper to put them in alternative accommodation. So they were complaining, the right wing were complaining about people, about the money being spent on asylum seekers in quote-unquote hotels. Now they've been moved out of those quote-unquote hotels and they're still complaining. What do you want? What does the DUP want? What does the Reform UK party want? What do the Tories want? They keep saying you're spending too much money on asylum seekers, or as they call them, illegal migrants. Don't be putting them in hotels. Well, if you put them in hotels, that's going to be more expensive. Once again, they're not hotels. So the alternative accommodation is cheaper, but you're complaining about them being put into an alternative accommodation. So it's a no-win scenario. These people are not interested in solutions. They're just interested in complaining. The DUP is not a party of solutions. They're a party of problems. They just want to be engaging in problems. They want to create problems, like when it comes to Brexit, but they're not interested in actually finding a solution to a problem. They're just interested in highlighting problems, talking about problems, and never a solution. But at the end of the day, they're not the smartest tools in the shed.